I finally got a chance to test out my collapsible surfboard one weekend, but unfortunately we were on a time crunch on this trip, so we had to get back home, and I was only out in the water for 20 minutes, so this video is not the best. It's not the one that I wanted to test out my board. Alright, so it is the day after Halloween, and I am headed to the Jersey Shore because we were up here for a party in North Jersey. So I'm going to head to the Jersey Shore to finally test out my collapsible surfboard. It's been 2 months since I received it, and I just haven't gotten a chance to use it yet and booked up on the weekends. It's 47 degrees Fahrenheit, but when I checked Surfline yesterday, it recommended a 3-2 wetsuit. And then today when I checked, it recommended a 5-3. I just have my 3-2, but that's fine. I brought my boots.
Bought that house in 78 for 25 grand. It's now worth 2.5 mil.
So I had never tried to fit the collapsible board and its bag into the car before. My husband and I basically have the same type of car. It did not fit in the trunk, and it did not fit in the back seat. I think I could make it work in the back seat, but we had to put the back seat down to fit it through the trunk. So that was a bit disappointing. It took me about 10 minutes to set up the collapsible surfboard itself. I got a tarp that I will be bringing on trips. It's just to keep the sand out as much as possible. Also got these cheap pool noodles, cut them in half just to balance the board on something. But yeah, it was a little bit kind of trickier than I thought it would be to take it apart, which we'll see at the end. But I put the screws in, had my little screwdriver in this little pouch that the company sent me. So that was pretty easy. But yeah, definitely having these pool noodles and having a little bit of elevation with the board helped. I'm also going to put the pool noodles around the board itself, so when I put it, ship it through the airlines and stuff, or check my bag, the board will be more protected. So it took me about 10 minutes altogether to put together the board, which is a little bit annoying, but that's just part of the deal. And there are 4 screws for the bottom and then 4 for the top, as shown here. So 8 screws total, plus an extra 2 that they give you as spares, and then you have to put in the fins and everything like that. I thought that the pool noodles would be a great accessory just to elevate the board, and I also put them around the edges of the board to protect it in the bag and everything. So just be forewarned, this was a really terrible surf session. So number one, the waves were really small, like less than a foot, and they were breaking over a super shallow sandbar. I'm talking like maybe 6 inches of clearance underneath your board. And so it was a little bit difficult to catch waves. Plus I hadn't surfed in 2 months, and I was a little bit cold too. So yeah, it wasn't a great session, wasn't a great showcase for to show how the board operates. But I will say that the board is super light. I feel like it's quite a bit lighter than my soft top board, I guess because there's less volume, but it is made of cork and fiberglass, a little bit of fiberglass, but less fiberglass than your normal longboard. So yeah, it was really fun to stand up on the few times that I stood up on it, and it was just really buoyant as well when I got on it and started paddling. And then when I did catch a wave, it was super turn sensitive, which I like. And then the traction padding was also awesome. So you don't have to put a bunch of wax on there. And it's great for people like me who are essentially, still kind of beginner progressors.